Last fall we went to Lehman's. It's a really cool store, and we really needed to go. I like to make popcorn, and Irene likes to eat it. It's pretty good. We've had this popcorn popper for a number of years, and as you can see, it came apart. Well, it's been coming apart for a while. So we wanted to get another popcorn popper. Fortunately, we found one at Lehman's. This is a really cool popcorn popper. I haven't really opened it up. I did take a quick peek, but I'm going to go ahead and open it up now so that we can talk about it. Well, this popcorn popper is pretty heavy, which is nice. The lid has this really cool little handle. In comparison to the one that just fell apart, it just had this little wooden thing on the top to pull it up. And pretty much every time I used it, I ended up burning my fingers at least a little bit. This looks like it's going to be really nice. This is all stainless steel. The old popcorn popper was aluminum. Now, I don't have a problem with using aluminum in cooking, as long as you're not putting something that's really acidic in it. Popcorn is not acidic, the oil's not acidic, so you're not going to be dissolving that aluminum oxide into your food. Now, I like this a lot better. It's stainless steel, which means I'll be able to clean it out really well. The old popcorn popper does get a buildup of some of the oil from the popcorn popping. And that's really, really hard to get out. And the reason why it's hard to get out is because you can't use harsh oven chemicals on it. Now, with stainless steel, I'm not afraid to use an Easy Off or something like that for an oven cleaner inside if it starts building up oil and oil debris. So, I'm pretty happy about this. Now, the other thing is, this is quiet. This is really quiet. The old popcorn popper made all kinds of grinding and whirring noises from the start. When it was brand new, it was still making a lot of noise. Now, this entire mechanism will come apart. The latch is easy to operate, and then the entire mechanism comes out. These two pieces were unable to be removed in the other popcorn popper. This is great because getting all the grease and oil off of this little piece right here is a pain in the old popcorn popper. And this one just comes out, no big deal. The mechanism turns just awesome. I couldn't be happier with this. The pot itself is nice and smooth on the inside. Now, the one thing you will have to do with this popcorn popper before you use it is you'll have to go ahead and clean up this edible oil that's inside the pan, because it drips down off this part of the popcorn popper. So you end up with a little residue in the pot. So you need to plan on doing that. I can't wait to make popcorn with this new popper. I love to make popcorn. You know, some days things just don't go as you planned. And yesterday was one of those days for me. I had a great day, had a great time, but didn't get back in time to make popcorn. So I discovered something I knew, which is this thing comes apart for cleaning, but it goes back together just as easily. That holds this little stir wand on, so you can take it off later on. But one of the things I forgot about when I was talking about it the other day was there's a magnet in this handle, which is awesome because it holds the lid up when you're putting popcorn, oil, or anything else like that in the popcorn maker. And that means that I can avoid getting my hands burned, because sometimes that used to happen with the old one. It's actually pretty easy to put together. Now what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to make some popcorn in kind of an old-fashioned way. When I was a kid, I used to go to the movie theater and I used to love getting popcorn. And the popcorn then was made in a kind of a special way. It was cooked in coconut oil. And so that's what I'm going to be using tonight. I'm using about 1.5 tablespoons of coconut oil. And Irene and I like to make kettle corn, which is has a little bit of sugar in it. So this kind of glazes the popcorn very, very lightly. So I put 1.5 tablespoons of sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and 1/3 cup of popcorn. And now I can flip that handle down. That's quiet. That's really nice.
Yeah. Our other one sounded like there was a truck in the kitchen.
Now the trick with using this popcorn maker is you want to continuously turn the handle so that the kernels move around on the bottom of the pan. What that does is that heats them all about the same, so they'll pop at about the same time, which is really cool because that way you don't burn the popcorn and you don't have those little pieces that are left that are not popped. They'll still be a little bit, but it won't be bad. And they've stopped popping, so I'm going to turn off the heat. Now we'll see how the lid works. Ooh, hot. Nice bowl of popcorn. You ready to go have some, Irene?
Sounds yummy to me. Smells yummy too.
Oh, it does. Ready? You want to watch some YouTube?
Sounds like a plot.
Let's see what's on.
Mike. What day is it, Mike?
Well, good hump day to you. Lord mercy, it's Dan. I want to welcome y'all to my home in the sticks.
And I discovered something that I knew. Oops.